You ever hear of a billionaire who'd trade every cent just for one full night of sleep? That's Alfred Okonkwo. And if you told me last year the king of the boardroom would be brought to his knees by 3 wailing infants, I'd have laughed in your face. But, you know what I mean? Life's got a way of humbling you, stripping away all the expensive armor until you're just another exhausted dad on the cold tile floor, wearing sweatpants that don't match, begging 3 tiny dictators for mercy. If you walked into his mansion that week, you'd have seen a man once on magazine covers, now lost in a mess of formula stains and baby wipes, staring at the ceiling like he's waiting for divine intervention. It had been 4 nights, 0 sleep, and trust me, no amount of money could hush the thunderous trio upstairs. Liam, Noah, and Ethan, those triplets, could have fronted a punk band. Their cries ricocheted off the marble, turning the house into a war zone. Alfred's only ally left was Rose, a nanny with bags under her eyes so dark she looked like she'd come straight from a zombie movie. "Sir, they still won't take the bottle. All night, all 3. Her voice was barely holding together. "I haven't blinked since 2 a.m. Alfred tried to brush himself off, as if crumbs and fatigue could just be shaken away, muttering, "Let me try, maybe they just need their dad." Rose shot him a look. "With all due respect, sir, what they need is Jesus." He marched into the nursery, beautiful in a magazine way. Soft curtains, pastel colors, gold trim, but in reality, chaos. Liam was full-on red-faced fury. Noah screamed like the world was ending. Ethan looked at his bottle like it had betrayed his family. Alfred tried everything, cuddling, bouncing, whispering, even talking about their late mother, Grace, who died just after giving birth. Nothing worked. By the end, he sat on the floor and let the tears come, silent and tired. "I'm really trying, guys," he whispered. Then his phone rang. Vanessa, his older sister, the only one who'd tell him the truth without flinching. "Alfred, you sound terrible." "I am terrible. They hate me. One of them just peed on me." She almost laughed. "You're begging for rescue." "That's exactly what I'm doing." She had an idea. Maya, a part-time cleaner, single mom, steady hands, calm voice. "If she can last 3 hours in this house, I'll put her in my will," Alfred said, half joking. "Bring holy water, too." That evening, Maya arrived, nothing fancy, just quiet strength. Her sandals were worn, but her eyes didn't flinch. Even the head maid, Adora, doubted she'd last. Maya just smiled, took off her shoes, and went straight for the lion's den. 15 minutes later, the impossible silence. Liam dozed on Maya's chest. Noah gripped her scarf. Ethan snuggled under her arm. The maids gawked like they'd seen a ghost. Alfred, halfway down the stairs, stopped in awe. "How did you do it?" he asked. "They're teething," she replied. "Not monsters. Calm, simple, honest." That night, for the first time since Grace died, Alfred slept. The next morning, panic hit too much quiet. He rushed to the nursery, only to find Maya humming while folding clothes, the triplets smiling on a mat. "Are you real?" he blurted. She just laughed. The house transformed. Peace replaced panic. The boys giggled. Even the air felt lighter. But something tugged at Alfred. He didn't know where Maya lived, what her life was. He was curious now. Her calm felt like magic, but it was just patience, love, and maybe a bit of stubborn hope. Then the twist. One afternoon, a new kind of cry, sharp, desperate. Maya rushed in, 3 fevers, 3 red faces, chaos again. She tried formula, pap, teething syrup, cool towels, every trick she knew, but nothing worked. She called Alfred, no answer. The secretary stonewalled her. "He's in a meeting, cannot be disturbed." Maya stared at the triplets, her own chest aching, and then realized her blouse was wet. She was still lactating for her son, Eli, back home. She hesitated. Lines you shouldn't cross, rules you shouldn't break, but those boys were hungry and hurting. Instinct overruled fear. She nursed them herself. The effect was instant. One by one, they calmed, their cries fading, bodies softening in her arms. Relief. Then a door slammed. Alfred, suit and tie, looked like he was ready for war. He saw Maya breastfeeding and snapped. Rage, fear, pride all mixed. "Are you mad? Are you clean? Who gave you permission?" Maya, tried to explain, but he was past reason, yelling for security, ordering tests, threatening prison. The hospital was a blur of anxiety doctors, tests, worry. Dr. Isef, old family friend, check the boys. They're fine. Healthy. Just breast milk, Alfred. She saved them. Alfred said nothing, just grabbed his sons and walked out, leaving Maya in the corridor, broken and alone. At home, the crying returned with a vengeance. For a week, nothing soothed the boys. Wet nurses failed. Maids quit. Alfred's pride was all that stood between his sons and peace. Vanessa called it out. Swallow it. Go get her. Finally, Alfred showed up at Maya's tiny apartment, head bowed, admitting he was wrong. Please come back. I'll pay you. You and your son can stay. I just need you to help. Maya hesitated. Pride and pain are hard things to swallow, but hunger and love for her own child won. When do I start? She said quietly. Back at the mansion, everything shifted. Alfred respected her space, took care of Eli, watched as Maya brought peace again. The boys flourished. Alfred softened. Even Vanessa teased. You should just marry her. Alfred brushed it off, but the idea stuck. One night, he left a bag of new clothes in her room. You're not a maid, Maya. You're more than that. The next day, seeing her walk the hall in jeans and a new blouse, Alfred felt his heart stutter. For weeks, she was all he could think about. One Sunday after dinner, he just blurted it out. I want to marry you. Maya froze, shocked, and then she ran. Disappeared down the hall, baby bottles clutched her chest. Not a word said. Alfred could only laugh at the absurdity. Days went by, Maya acting like nothing happened. Alfred suffered in silence, love and fear at war. Finally, she sat beside him, folding laundry. I panicked, she admitted, but I care for this house, the boys, Eli and you. Alfred looked at her. You're not just anything, Maya. She smiled. I'm ready to be your wife. Their wedding was a simple celebration, filled with laughter. The boys wore matching outfits. Eli beamed, and Maya glowed in an ivory dress. Married life? Sweet and wild. Maya insisted on mothering the boys herself. Every nanny quit or ran, and Alfred learned to be part of the team. Together, they tackled chaos, feeding, bathing, chasing kids, even arguing over cereal in the fish tank. One morning, Maya was sick. Alfred panicked, but the doctor smiled. She's pregnant. They laughed and bickered or boy. The scan revealed twin boys. They both screamed in disbelief. And as life thundered on outside, inside the Okonkwo mansion, 5 boys, soon to be 7, prepared to turn peace into joyful mayhem once again. Now, you tell me, where's the line between pride and love? Between doing what's right and what's necessary? Would you have done what Maya did? Would you forgive like Alfred? Drop your thoughts below. Let's talk about real justice, second chances, and the wild things we do for family. I'll be waiting to read every comment.